Hello there, everyone. Well, hello there, Sapper. How you doing? So can say we've got a nice smooth start today, or at least I'm hoping it is. Now, I'm actually curious if that little clock I've installed is good. Hey up, Brad, how you doing, man? I thought to myself, one thing that's always in my mind when I'm streaming, especially at night, is the fact that people might not do the time difference. So I figured, I saw this little video online saying, alright, here's how to install a clock on your stream. So I'm like, here we go, let's try it. So, I don't know if it's too obvious. But it's just something there, you know, a bit like, alright, well, at least people know it's a little bit later for me. Alright, got all my music sorted, that was nagging away at me. But yeah, hopefully you're doing alright, folks. I haven't really been doing much, I say this evening, but we've had like a very calm day, it feels. You know, I'm saying that and I'm thinking it hasn't been completely calm. We've had some interesting things go on, but in general it's felt calm. Brad, is it okay if I drop my GAC opponent's ally code? Yeah, sure, go ahead, man. I've got to be honest, my games are loading up, so it's probably going to be a minute or two until we can actually start doing things on my accounts. I do need to sort of get in there a bit earlier, I think. Oh, saying that, I've just seen Tammins showing signs of life. Let's have a look. You know what? I am going to have a look at this on SWGOH just for the fact that I think we'll have a better idea of what they got there. Hey up, Fred. How you doing, man? Is that right? Yeah. Here we go. Let's have a look. Loading. So yeah, let's have a look at what we got. It's carbonite. Okay, that's a lot for carbonite. Can I back up a sec? What's the GP? 7.8. Yeah, I mean, 7.8, right? That is bad. I mean, Gideon's kind of in the right range at least, but you look at that. I say in the right range, let me clarify. He's at the top of the speed order. Well, the joint top. But considering Sabina's 232, that's pretty bad. I say it's pretty bad. It's atrocious. But, yeah. Wow. I wouldn't mind they got some okay relics as well. I mean, Relic 8 Fulcrum. Yeah, as long as you play it right with your speed, you might be able to compensate for the power they've got. But that is just bonkers. I know, just looking at what they've got. I mean, they've put Omicrons on the Bleeding Inquisitors. Oh man, some things like this, they just make me feel sad. Putting a raid on me on Bush. I mean, granted, I've got one, but Gear 12, I wouldn't say is worth the investment. You only really do it if you got Jabba, I'd say. Or you've got Jabba and you can afford to split teams, so... And that was when the raid was active, so... My oh my, I mean, I'm on to talk about Treya, but I'm Watt. My Watt's only just got to 7-star, but man, oh man, oh man. Adrad. 7.8 million, I'd expect a lot more. Vader. Oh yes, the classic crit avoidance arrow on Vader. Health and tenacity as well, because he's always in need of those. 150 base speed, or 150 mod speed. I mean, it's a little bit of physical damage, you know, it's not the worst. But yeah. in general horrendous. Was there a Zeta on Grogu? Huh. That's odd. By the way, I do love it how when I type IG, it gives Amagundai a little shout out as if to say, "You've got them letters, haven't you?" But yeah, that is bad. All I can say is, if you play your cards right, Brad, you should be in for a very good round there. I mean, that's one of those rounds where you think, if you mess up, it's going to feel rough, innit? Yeah. Alright, let's get into this. I mean, I'll give them credit. It's a nice full screen, like, check this out kind of thing. It's actually a very nice piece of artwork, which I don't know if it's a patch on what Meta had uploaded, but it's pretty nice. Yeah, I'm going to say, just how it comes out of nowhere, that was what got me. It's like, chill. Alright, let's do that and that. Oh, hang on. I think I might press the wrong thing there. Do you think you should put Qui-Gon on me on defense against him? Based on what you've shown, I think he would actually struggle a bit. So certainly a good enough reason to. Sorry, I'm just looking for something. I'm looking for where my tip jar is. Well, I say the tip jar, you know, like the thing above my head, the little pint glass. I want to see if I can empty it. Go on, I'll tell you what. This is how I am. I just have random thoughts, and I'm like, let's explore that. Hype cup, that's what it's called. Couldn't remember what they called it here. Okay, can I do that then? Okay. I don't think it wants to do it for me. Maybe if I try it on my phone? Or maybe that's it if I do Hype Cup space clear. There we go. Cool. My voice went high again then. It's alright, it was a silly thing to stop what I was doing for, but I was like, I kind of like the idea of having an empty glass. I feel like it's been filling up and not emptying for a while. Okay, so we've got normal energy to start with. So you've put Qui-Gon, Old Ben, JK, Shakti, and R8 Grandmaster on front wall. I'd take out Old Ben. Old Ben will really hurt that team. when you think the... Well, actually, let me correct myself. If you got Anakin in there, it would hurt it. But because you haven't put Anakin in there, it doesn't hurt it as much. But I still really would try and put Anakin in. Old Ben is kind of okay without Anakin, but the argument I'd make is that Qui-Gon's less without Anakin. Actually, saying that, yeah, you've got Anakin. I've just reread it. Sorry, you've got JK, so yeah. Yeah, if you got Anakin in a Qui-Gon team, you want full Galactic Republic Jedi. If I just show you, just to be clear. And for the record, someone had to explain this to me way back when. It all comes down to this. So, whenever another ally falls below 50% health or is defeated, Anakin takes his bonus turn, fair enough. But then, and his next attack deals 100% more damage if all allies were Galactic Republic at the start of the battle. So, you put Old Ben in there, it just ruins that. And when you think 100% damage is not a small amount, so you really want that in there. And I might be wrong, but I don't think that's Zeta related. I think that's just in his kit. It's why with, like, when you see my Qui-Gon on defense, you'll see me put something like Caloran back in there because it doesn't really matter if Caloran dies. If anything, it procs Anakin. Okay. Let's get started on these. 2 shards, we'll take. Getting the bare minimum. I will have to do a remod soon and just get some of these Bad Batch modded. Not really a priority with 3v3 coming up. Yeah, exactly. The Zeta's not worth it if it's just Padme. I thought it was Padme, but I wasn't 100% on it. At least without stopping and looking. There we go, we get one bit of Zori's ship. Hello Irish, how you doing, man? And so we're just going for this Zori ship. And considering I've got a Rally 5 here, it would be nice to get the ship done. You're 21 out of 80. It's a solid start, that. I mean, well, let me have a look. What am I actually on here? We just got 1 shard. We're on 37 out of 80 here. So, yeah. I've just thought, is Arnold already wailed on this, or is he just waiting? Yeah, I think if you can unlock it, it's a good first step. I know I don't worry about unlocking it because I'm pretty sure I will, but it's definitely the minimum you want to try and do. Hey, nice one. I haven't actually thought about endurance being around for a bit. As far as, you know, it's like very early game for me. But I imagine if you haven't actually got it, it's pretty nice getting it maxed out, especially with the rework. Resistance is not in the near future unless they rerun the raid pack. Yeah, it's a bit like that for everyone, I think. Which is a shame. I say that because once you've got them, they're actually quite good. But it's that little hump of getting them that kind of puts people off. Yeah, I mean, it's the funny thing, when you say last GL, it's probably more like just a GL you'll never get. Again, unless you buy one. I don't think there'll be a point when you're not farming a GL. At least that's how it feels for me. Alright, this is looking a bit better. Let's go for this. I don't actually know how we did with the raid. Could do with having a look at that. Alright, 59 out of 80. It's not fantastic, that, but it's alright. Really need to have a shave. I keep feeling like I'm chewing my own mustache. Yesterday you put the Zeta on B1, and today you got B1 gear 11, so you're waiting for 100 more shards for B1 to be 7-star. Very nice. B1's definitely... I think he's slept on by a lot of people, as I'll say a lot of people. In the sense that, like, tip myself, I've got him at Relic 5 on both of my accounts. But I know for a fact if you take him to Relic 7, Relic 8, he puts out some very good damage. So it's one of those where you're like, yeah, if you can, pop it in, you know, or pop it on. Pop some relics. Aelp Angels, how you doing? Sopper, next 8 will be B2 and Droidica.
Redeemed hydrate.
Cheers. B2 is definitely worth it. Droidica's good for the event. And I think the Omicron's on the same tier, so it's good for that as well. Okay. Ideal. Hang on, we've got a make JJ quote Kylo Ren from The Last Jedi. Every time I forget what this is, so let me have a crack without looking at the prompt I've got. I want every single gun we have to fire at that man. I don't think I got that right. I can't remember. Every time it comes around, that prompt, that redeem, I'm like, is it fire at that man or fire at that Jedi? I think it's fire at that man. But yeah, if you actually like hover over the redeem, it does actually say it. I want every gun we have to fire at that man. Hey, I was right. I'll take that. I'll take that. It's a weird one, that, right? Someone asked for it a long time ago, and it was like a recurring request. So I was like, go on, I'll just put it in as do that quote. It was a point when I was going to do more, and I've just stopped getting asked. It's like how you got fired out on cannons, and I can't remember what. Is there another one in the command? So, well, in the channel points, or am I just imagining that? Don't think there is there? No, I can't see anything. Alright. We've got normal engine now, haven't we? So let's work on 5th brother. Ooh, that comes around tomorrow. This is like the MVP of the assault battles as far as you get all the mods from it. Yeah, that's definitely worth it. We're doing Inquisitors here, so I'd say so. I mean, I think the only difference you could argue is that I'm also doing a few things on the side, so maybe I'm going a little bit more... I've got more distracted progress on it. It's like I want to try and get Nisa up to Relics, even though the Datachron's about to expire. I want to try and get Marin up as well. And yeah, we got a few other little odds and sods going on, like Bad Batch. But fingers crossed. You doing your plan for the year backwards? I'm going to say, you celebrating Christmas now, or are you already at Halloween and Bonfire Night? We're starting with Lord Vader, yeah. Out of curiosity, I wonder how bad my echo is. Well, it's got complete mod set, so that's something, even if they're not worked on. 229 speed. Let me just improve this a little bit. Hey, we got a speed roll. Hey, we got another speed roll. That was worth a trip to Echo. He's now 239. He's not complete garbage, he's just a little bit of garbage. You've got 5th Bro Relics. Only took you 2 weeks to go from 4-star and no gear to Relic 4. Very nice. The thing that holds me back is Kara Tech constantly. So it's why I was reluctant to do them in the first place, the Inquisitors, but obviously you gotta do them. So what my plan is to get the 5 Gear 12 pieces on the Inquisitors as I'm working on them. And then once 5th and 8th and 9th are up to gear 12, then I can start putting the finishers on. That's the plan. But considering I also want to try and do the same with Merrin and Nisa, it's going to be a little bit tricky. Oh, and Dabba Boba. Dabba Boba I'm trying to work on as well for ROT platoons. So, yeah, I'm juggling a bit. Yeah, I think that's a pretty nice way of doing farming, to be honest, if you accidentally stumble into something because you've been working on something. You know, I like the idea that, oh yeah, I was going for gas, and it just happens to be that I also got a few of the little Vader requirements done, so I'll just work on them. You know, I kind of like the logic there, you know. Yeah, I feel like all I do is farm shards, Karatax, rather than anything in particular. Very rare amount to farm a certain type of gear. Anthony, you love yourself some EDM. Well, I feel like I have a bit of that on my playlist. I do try and put a few different genres, just that there's a bit for everyone, but I don't know. I probably don't always hit the mark. But yeah, I try. Well, I know there's I know there's sometimes when I'm like, come on. Hey, that reminds me as well. I did turn something on, but I don't know if it's working. There's meant to be something on where... There's meant to be something on with my chat where if someone's talking on YouTube, it shows in the Twitch chat and vice versa. It's like it's meant to actually post it. This is a good thing about starting early, by the way, like 2 hours before GAC starts. It just means I can have a quick look. And that's interesting. There's probably a reason it isn't working. But I can hopefully fix it. We've got Sopper over there. Hello, Sopper. Yeah, that's probably the problem. The bot isn't over there, or in here, so let me just open this up a minute. Oh, you can see Twitch chat. Hey, that's brilliant. I know it's not working the other way around where... Oh, hang on, I can see it now. Hey, it's working! That's brilliant. But yeah, I was trying to work on something like that because, if anything, right, it's Restream that's actually saying it. So in my view, even though it's on screen as YouTube, if you like, it is clarifying it's a YouTube chat comment, if you like. So hopefully that won't get me in deep doo-doo with Twitch. I don't know. If they kick up a fuss somehow, I'll turn it off. Well, it's nice being able to let everyone see comments or chat, I should say. Exactly. It's working. I actually do that one during GAC a bit. It's usually when I've really theory crafted something that shouldn't work and it just starts to come together and I'm like, it's working! It's working! Although that's probably less Anakin and more mad scientist. Oh, okay, we've just got mods left, haven't we? How hard am I going for comeuppance? I'm trying on both of my accounts, so... Actually, oddly enough, I didn't favourite it here. Or did I? Ah, it's Doi. So yeah, I am going for it. I've got 59 out of 80 on my free-to-play now, so that's not too bad. But, yeah, fingers crossed we can get... Hopefully we can get most of it done. I don't really want to be in a situation like Marauder here, where I only got it to 5-star. So hopefully we can get it to 7-star. But if it's a little bit off, I'm not going to be too upset. It's like, alright. You got your first Rally 8 today, Sopra. What did you choose? Yeah, the Afro Lead Inquisitors were definitely not my finest moment. I mean, it was something. But fetch your next Rally. Oh, and your next Rally it is Piet. Piet's obviously a requirement, so both of them are solid. I mean, well, both of them are requirements, both of them are solid. So, Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've done too many big things on this one. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously, a 5 there. We go to 9, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So it is a lot, but. Oh, I think I missed a casting there, so 10, isn't it? I don't think there's anyone else lower. So that's not too bad. No corrects on me, but to be fair on this, I haven't got to my main yet either. But my Phoenix really aren't up to snuff here. They're only... I could probably put a bit gear on them based on the pluses, but... Yeah, they just aren't in a position where I can focus on them. I'm working on Rex though, because if anything, it means that I've got like an angle for layer if I want to go for it during the year. But if not, it does mean I've made progress for Phoenix. So I don't think they'll be too hard to work on when the time comes around. Although I can't say I'm looking forward to it. Let's sort by speed. I haven't actually done this for a little bit. Ooh, what's that mod you've got on Ray? I mean, she's hit one of the 2 stats, but... Ouch. I'm assuming you're doing your best Finn impression there, Osprey. Let's go there. What's the actual primary it was working for? Health. Okay. So let's do... I should loop before I go off here. Health mod, health primary. Okay. So health mod, health primary. And I want some speed and health. Dop22 with the raid. How you doing, Dop? Hello there, everyone. I'm going to say all about nerd. General Kenobi, how you doing, man? And say, can I actually get General Kenobi in the chat? There we go. All right. I feel like I'm going to have to nick a mod here. I don't know what you guys think. Like the fact that my Talon has got health, speed, and health over... Yeah, that's pretty bad. What I'm thinking is maybe we can put in some... Try and angle for those 2. Alright, that would have been asking for too much. How about we go for the offense primary? Nope. Alright, how about the offense secondary? No. Okay, so that is where the issue comes in. How's the game going? The game's going alright today. We've done some ship shard farming, shall we say, the fleet energy farm, to try and get some comeuppance. You don't play, but you watch Dot play it. Hey, that's brilliant. I mean, I say that because I've got 1 or 2 who do tune in and don't play. And I'll tell you, it's really good when people who don't play the game will just hop into a stream and still watch it. So, honestly, I love you for that. That's brilliant to hear. But yeah, in general, this is going good today. I mean, how have you it? I've done my... I've done all my dailies and all that, so we're just waiting for GAC to come around. The big mode, if you like. It's the free-to-play account. This one is, yeah. I've spent a little bit. I've spent on my main account. I would still like to try and convince myself it's a little bit, but I know if I did a search across all my payments, I couldn't really use that verb or adjective or adverb. I can't remember what it was. I'm doing alright, Dop. How about you, man? I'm just switching things up a little bit, right? We're just going to go for a health percentage there and go... Oh, okay, we can't do it that way. Can we do it that way? No. That'd have been too easy. Alright, let's filter for the offense primary then, and we'll go for health and that. Wild is a very dirty word. What I would say is... I've spent little bits here and there, and the total is probably more than I'm happy with. I'm sure somewhere there is that would be the definition of whaling, but I'm really trying to skirt that tag. I don't want to nick that off Yoda, but I'm looking and thinking, I wonder if we could roll that high enough that it would compensate for the health primary loss. Oh, hang on, not that one. Let's give that a go. I'm going to say... The only thing I can say with my main rat, the biggest thing I've spent actually was the Hyperdrive bundle. That was something I do regret a little bit. Not because it was a bad purchase, but it was an expensive one, and I didn't really want to buy it. I was kind of at a point where I was like, you know what? I need to get this... It was gas I was after. And I was like, I could really do with just speeding this up, so I just lost patience. And it's annoying in a way, because I got gas on both my free-to-play and the other account I was doing. And it's a bit like, yeah, why did you rush that one? It's not that bad a farm in the end. It's just, when you kind of race into a finish line, you get kind of frustrated. Alright, that wasn't good. In a way, it's where I do wish there was not necessarily a bigger discussion about it, but a more open discussion, like in gaming in general, about like I wouldn't say whaling as such, but just the idea that people will spend things just to hurry things along. Because like I said, that's what I did. I was just impatient farming. I think it was B2 and Magna, and you do wish in a way there was just a bit of a more awareness about that publicly, a bit like, all right, just don't do it. Now, I'm changing topic a second, right? I was trying to set something up before the stream today. I've got an app on my phone that would allow me to use my phone's camera to, like, show my cat. But for whatever reason, I can't get it to work with the Wi-Fi. So I'm at a bit of a loss. I'm hoping there's a solution, because it'd be a nice thing to be able to do on stream every now and again. But yeah, right now I'm clueless as to how to make it work. When I was trying to set it up, the phone seemed alright. It was like it was saying, yeah, I'm here, I'll send that info. But my streaming software just wasn't playing ball. Okay, not too bad. Considering I'm doing this mainly just to get mod materials, this isn't bad. Well, I say mainly to get mod materials, it's all I'm doing it for, but you get my drift. With my cat, it's like she plays a game. I'm not looking at her and suddenly she disappears. You like to think she sort of said, alright, I'm not jumping up there, so I'll just go. But equally, I'm half expecting her to be on my other side and just come out of nowhere. It'd be like a jump scare for you guys on the camera. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Do it. Do it. And say thank you very much, Smurfin. That's actually popped up anywhere that you've done that though, but thank you. I'm not Team Moss. I'll put it like this, I'm doing my best to get the shards, but yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to get on my main. We've got... Ooh, hang on, that was a couple in... that was two in a row, wasn't it? Ah, yes, the negotiator. Fire the ion cannons. If I carried on, I'd end up doing a General Grievous cough. But yeah. Okay. I think that was both of them. I think. Alright, let's just pop that out. And yeah, we've done all that. There we go, we got a new teeny. I can see that one. Alright, okay. Are you being a little fussy pot again? Alright. Let's get that one out. AoE. Crit avoids out. Get rid of death. Get rid of Kranich. And bye-bye sure. I'm here again, right? Let me just have a look at this app. Oh! I told you, she'd jump up. You're probably going to hear bumps on the mic because she thinks it's a scratching post when she jumps up here, which I don't normally allow. Let me just see, let me see if I can set this up while I'm here. No, it just doesn't want to do it. Maybe it needs to be a certain type of Wi-Fi connection. Alright, okay. You know, you caused me a lot of fuss, do you know that? Alright, let's delete that. I haven't seen the Yubnub one smurfing. Alright, I've just turned something off. I don't know what I've turned off. Apparently I turned off the Wi-Fi? I think I turned off the Wi-Fi. I think everything's still okay. Yeah, for whatever reason it doesn't want beer. Well, hang on, that might sort it. No, apparently not. Alright, now I'm confused. I can't get any better a connection. Alright, that was a complete waste of time. Sorry about that, folks. What am I going to do with you? Looks like I'm going to go and get a better camera of some sort for you. Alright. Did you like me, baby not baby Grogu. Baby Yoda, Grogu? Oh, it's my phone charger. Or at least my phone holder. Have you had a chance to read Inquisitor Rise of the Red Blade? I haven't. I'm actually a very slow reader, really. You wouldn't think it considering I did English as part of my degree. But I think it burned me out a little bit, if I'm being honest. So, the last book I picked up was Thrawn Alliances, I think. Was it Alliances? the one with Anakin and Vader on the front cover. Well, I think it was Anakin and Vader on the cover. So, yeah, I need to finish reading that. But yeah, I haven't picked it up in a few years, really. There we go. You have to say your favourite Star Wars era is Clone Wars through pre-episode 4. Honestly, Clone Wars, I feel, has really been done dirty. And well, I say done dirty as far as... with it being animation, a lot of people... and I'm thinking of my cousin, for instance, here. He's a massive Star Wars fan, yet, but because it's animation, I don't think he would have given it a go. And I find that such a shame, because it's definitely worth looking at. I mean, if you haven't watched the Clone Wars, you haven't seen all of Ahsoka's story, and for me, that's a big thing to be missing on. Alright, can we actually get a decent roll here? Alright, health's not the worst. Go on, I'll use some crystals. If this turns out to be a good mod roll, then I don't mind it. Ah, okay. Assign. That drops the health down by 7k. Speed goes up by 10. Damage goes up by 300. Go on, we'll take a punt at this. And I say a punt because this will make it an illegal mod now. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, again, I'll just take a little mini gamble on that. Alright, so we did get some health hits there. That's not bad. We're still below the 200k, which I want, but it has bumped it back up a little bit. And the damage has gone up a little bit as well, so it's not the worst thing. You're really excited for GAC today. Your last round, your opponent put C on defense and you had nothing for it. Your skill rating's putting me against people with GLs and bad mods. Yeah, I've been in them shoes myself. I mean, it's really odd because you're kind of in this situation where you're like, you do want to be facing these really bad opponents at times because you can have a bye at times, you know, like people just sort of not play. But when they do play, it feels absolutely brutal. There we go, that's the one that was on before. Yeah, if you beat a bigger opponent, it can have that effect, so it's not terrible, you know. Nothing else I really feel like you need to do here. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it can definitely inflate your ego just a little bit. And I mean in a nice way, you know. I think everyone every now and again needs a little fluffer to their ego. Granted, there are a lot of people who probably need it to peg him down a bit. I mean, I've said it before, Liam, who sometimes comes in the chat, I really rate him as a player. You know, he's someone who if I matched up with in GAC, I'd be worried because I know he's got a lot of good knowledge in the game. Yet, I've got to say, whenever I do come up with a counter or win a battle that he thinks is not a good idea, it does buff my ego a little bit, just for that little fact that I'm like, I have actually got some good ideas, you know, compared to someone who I actually rate myself. So it's one of those where it's all based on respect, if you like, but it's still a nice feeling. You know, I imagine it's similar, you know. I'm going to say, I feel like I've known Liam long enough to know that it's, how do I phrase it? It's more reasonable doubt than hate. I can't remember what it was I ran a while ago, but it was some really weird counter, and he was like, there's no way in hell this will work. I've got a feeling like it was back before like GAC was reformed into its current structure, and I think it might have been when I was using like Ahsoka Fulcrum, Ahsoka, and Shakti to beat something. And it was like a really weird team, but it did work, and it's like, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm just wondering, how'd you do that? Is it just a case of like you do like in our guild we have Fantasy Arena? I haven't actually taken part in that because it's like it's just one more thing to do. But I'm guessing it's a bit like that. You just do like matchups, as it were. Sorry, I'm just chuckling at this. And say Bush Layers at 7-star. Yay! Ooh. Well, just interesting. Fair enough. Honestly, I wasn't sure if it was, how to phrase it, I wouldn't say more pretend, that makes it sound like you're playing a different type of game. Yeah, let me see if I got Discord open. Yeah, I have. I mean, it's a sign of how I don't integrate with all this, just for the fact that I've got this section muted. But, where is it? Fantasy Tournament? Yeah, so essentially you just like send teams against one another, so like your JMK, crew, someone else sets their defense, and then you essentially the people in the tournament, if you like, they decide who'd be the winner. So it's a bit like that. Like I say, I haven't really taken part in it myself much for a while, although I did write something here a little bit ago. Or I thought I did. Maybe I'm imagining things. Never mind. Let's take that off. Okay, so I think I've done everything here except for shipments, haven't I? I could do with having a look at what Crimson's facing, though, just in case I can tweak anything. The other day I was kind of distracted by the raid, so I didn't actually do much of that. We'll skip on that for now. I don't actually know when the raids end in here. I know it's soon. But I don't have like an ETA in mind. I'd assume it's tonight. Oh, hang on. Nearly missed it. Three hours, that's not too bad then. Yeah. Bit of a gap in it. I don't think we can get much closer, that's the frustrating thing, but let me have a look. Yeah, not a lot having to tact. I will actually put something in just in case. You accidentally got Chirpa's army. It's not a bad army for Ewoks. I mean, I say all the time, I actually feel like I haven't used it in a while. I really should use it more. I don't know, you have Nisa Wicket or... you don't have Nisa Wicket or low grade though. Wicket's certainly worth going for. You get, I think, stun guns from him? Yeah, I think stun guns. Oh, that reminds me, I was talking about doing it and I forgot to actually check who the opponent I'm facing, so let's do that. For myself, I haven't actually had a team I can beat with Ewoks for a while. Which is a shame. I would like to use them more. They're going to end up on defense if they carry on like that. Alright, so let's have a look at... Ooh. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, so Tria's got a home there. Very strange that they're splitting up Malgus and Raven. That leaves us C, so we can do C on Malgus. Hopefully Imperial Troopers should have no problem with Raven. GG on Qui-Gon. But yeah, I'm a little bit stumped after that. If Hondo's in there, we would need to do... Just checking them on the right screen, yeah. If Hondo's in that dash team, we could do doing CLS. So I think we will put that there for now. And we'll do JKR there. And then Sana. Who's raving? I'm not raving yet. I might be raving mad, but I'm not raving. If my accent let me down that bad, I'm actually impressed with my own ability to go that bad. I'm wondering if we could tighten up our defense a little bit. Potentially. Because I'm not really happy with Night Sisters there. I'm not really happy with Geos there, if I'm being honest. This is just a bit of an awkward one, like what are we going to put in? Because I put gas there, but potentially we could take that down with... Actually, let me just check, what was the mod score like for this guy? Alright, he's got me on mods, so chances are they're well sped. Okay, so let's say that. So that means we could put 501st here, which does feel a bit heavy, but maybe we can get away with it. And then if we take off the Geos, again, another one that was kind of nagging at me. Even though I love them, I'm thinking that might make more sense. Yeah, I don't normally go that heavy on a wall. I mean, I don't think I put gas down on defense in... what... I'm thinking a year, maybe, because he's been such a clutch when it comes to Malgus, but if I've done my number crunching right, we should be okay. At least for this round. I don't really like that either, but I feel like Marauder at least could do something there. Maybe I could remove Malevolence. But the trouble is, I take Malevolence on offense, it's bad banners. I suppose I could put down a Sith fleet with Endurance. But even, you know, I'm thinking out loud here. If I did that, then it would impact my ability to do the Prof counter. So yeah, I think I just leave Malevolence like it is. Alright. I feel like I've tweaked a bit. I mean, this bat wall can stay as trashy as it is, but I feel like the rest has moved around a little bit. Oh, there we go. Alright, we're just about to have an ad break, so I'll actually put my just chatting screen on. I know there's a bit of irony about that I'm going here when I'm not actually able to talk to some of you, but I figure at least then you're not missing me do stuff. I think that's better. Yeah. But yeah, I'll tell you what, just while I'm thinking about it again, I am just going to pull up Tammins' opponent. Let's start looking at that one. That song ends really weird. Okay, this defense looks a bit more scary. I need to do a check if they've got Afra. They don't have Afra. So that's a small mercy. I could probably afford to put Jabber on defense. Oh, I've just remembered, Malgus can do it, can't he? Yeah, Malgus can do Raver. I forgot I was taking him for offense. Is the outbreak done for you? Oh, okay. I've got 30 seconds left here. That's why I've just been stalling here. I'll put it like this. That's what it's saying on my little display here. It should actually have an option for Twitch where it says there's an ad running. Yeah, I've heard some people do get different times for returning. I can't say I get it. Hey up, Drafts. How you doing? Alright, on my display it's actually saying ad break's over, so let's get in again. Yeah, so this is what Tammins should be facing today. I can't remember, Smurf, and let me just have a look. Are you actually subbed at the moment? I think you are, aren't you? Yeah, I think you subbed very recently, so that might have played a part, because to be honest, I'm surprised you got ads. If you've subbed, you shouldn't get them. Or maybe you gave me bits and obviously that's different. Yeah, I couldn't remember. I think maybe you'd subbed last month or something. Yeah. Phoenix also beats Raver, even relatively low. Ralix, need L3 in there for Kanan though. Yeah, I've got no Omicron on Rex yet, so it's one that I need to do. The issue I'm having is that I've got a couple of what you would call mandatory Omicrons right now. I've got automatically just try and recall them all. I've got to do Iden. I want to try and take it to Gear 13 soon, so yeah, doing Iden is a big one. I want to try and do Marin and Rax, so there's quite a few there. And I think I'm missing one. I think there is someone I put an Omicron recently on. I don't think... Maybe I was finishing Ben. Oh, no. The last one I did was Tusken Raider. That was it. I did Tusken Raider for 3v3. I knew there was one. Alright. Let's start with that one, because that one's pretty straightforward as far as... Yeah, that's where that's going. So, Fennec for Lord Vader. Afra for Jabba. We've got Gas for Malgus. We've got Malgus for Raver. We've got Starkiller. There we are. We've got Starkiller for Rey. We haven't used JML yet, so that's a positive. I mean, it's a big positive. We haven't used JML, and we've got plenty left in a way. Starwold, thank you very much for the sub, man.
Thanks for dropping JJ a Prime sub Esteld _.
It's alright, I'm beginning to hear things, I think. How you doing? Thank you for the sub, man. Just going to drop a text. I don't know if I was hearing things. I haven't, no. Go and say I can have a look. Hang on. Yeah, I've just put the ping out regarding that. Fingers crossed they can get in if they haven't. I mean, as mad as it sounds, I'm not too worried about them actually doing much, but I don't want them missing on rewards. At least. Yeah, it's a weird one, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think someone might be busy at the moment. Or one person might be. I don't know if two might be. I'm going to say it's a little bit awkward. Okay. I'm actually liking the look of this because JML's kind of a flex as far as we've got it for clean up there. So. And let's remove that CLS, we've got double vision there. We could probably do Hera against something on here. I love it how detailed I got there. Oh god, we've actually got quite a bit. It's just picking the right thing. Alright, we've got Inquisitors for Qui-Gon. I don't know if Phoenix could do Adrad. Well. What do we have here? Oh man, T-Max, that's a great boost, isn't it? I don't know what mine is at right this minute, but it's going to look good. Oh, it should be good. I think it was one of the best things I've done as far as stat boosts. I'm going to say, there's some Fleet Arena here. I mean, it's not Arena, but it's Fleet. Are you doing alright today, Kit? You know what I'm thinking here? Do I go balls to the wall and just put Profundity down? Because I could do one... 2 maybe? And... I don't really know what I could do with Exactrix, but if I put the 3 meta fleets down, it would be a big, massive FU. But I don't really need to. I could just put Prof down and try and do it that way. And I've even got Mal to be safe at that. Oh, you got 50 out of 80 on the new ship. Very nice. And for the first time since you started playing, you've gotten back 100 crystals from daily completions. Hey! Honestly, that's got to be a good feeling. Oh. Did he buy a lottery ticket as well? I'm going to say, you've got to if you get that kind of RNG. I feel like I need a perma-kill here. Maybe Muldalorians could do that. Well, you never know. There might be a bit left over. Don't know until you try. You got 165 before, but never 330. Probably. Let's go here. Tuscan, Chieftain, few battles. Adrad's 92.05. That's good enough for me. We can do... I don't know, we can do GG here, maybe? Padme there. Phoenix there. Yeah, I think we give that a go. Alright, let's see if we can get some luck of our own. I mean, I'll be honest, I haven't bought a lottery ticket today, but I would much prefer that kind of luck than getting like some random RNG somewhere today, but let's just see how we go. What am I on the ship? Let's have a look. We are 54 out of 80. But Zori on this one is not as far along, so a little less of a priority. But obviously you want the ship because you don't want to farm it. I'm doing alright today, drafts. I've had some positive news today. My mum, she's had her hospital appointment come through, and it's one of those that apparently is a multiple stage, so they're going to have her in. She's got to take a tablet or something and wait an hour, then they do an examination, and then she's got to go back, I think. So it's positive in the sense that at least there's an appointment and a process in place for next month. But I say it's one of those where you're like, okay, we can at least focus on that positive, you know. Even if the impatient Burke in me is going, why not now? Oh yeah, no, it's a very, like, literally bottom of the list of good things, but I went to the dentist today and I didn't get yelled at, so that was kind of nice. Don't know about anyone else, you go to the dentist for a checkup, it's kind of nice that they don't say, oh yeah, you've got your teeth falling out, you need to have something put in. Is it just you, or the drop rate is horrible? You think you got 40 shards out of 1100 energy? Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they haven't dropped it a bit, because I think there's an awareness that from the community to actually farm them now. So I think they might have tweaked the numbers a bit just to make it a little bit harder for people. They might have, anyway. I'm certainly speculating there. Really? There's worse things in life to hate, Kit. I did get an Omicron earlier doing it. Might just be confirmation bias, but I feel like it's a good system. Yeah, again, it does feel like maybe they have made it a little bit more tricky. Which, again, I don't like. I get it, but I don't like it. I haven't really got a mod project here. It's irking me a little bit. I mean, I'm working on Slackers just for the fact that I don't think they're great, but it's not like I'm looking at him and going, he needs remodding pronto, because I'm not using him. He's just sitting on defense. You're going to bring your Hookstar 6 now to make sure his first reinforcement in the exact battle? Yeah, I've got to do that myself at some point. I'll probably take him to R7 just so I can use Slacker in RTE. But, yeah, it's one of those where I'm not really relishing that one. It's definitely an upgrade that you do just cause rather than you want to do it. Alright, 2 shards of that. Alright, that sucks. Is anyone, or does anyone know anyone who's wailing on the tunes for Bo-Katan? I can't imagine there are many out there who thought, you know what, I really want this character now, even though a month ago I didn't. But that seems to be the logic CG have gone for. I mean, I'm sure he got it last month. I'm thinking this month. You know, it's quite likely there might be 1 or 2 who've gone for in this time, but I wouldn't have thought that many. Okay, 65 out of 80 after doing the odds and end farms. Yeah, probably. I'm curious how that happens though, because when you think last time, the people who would have been working on it were essentially the Krakens, because if I remember right, Kala and Beck wasn't even on in shipments at that point. So at least now it's those who've got massive crystal hoards who could use their hoards to get back. And you could argue you could do refreshes on IGA 12, but it's still a little bit strange. I don't know, but I'm hoping it's soon, T-Max, because I've got the Rex done, as you can see, and it's just sitting in my inbox waiting. I mean, it's kind of irritating because I don't want to touch them until I've done the event. So my Seer team is kind of just chilling here waiting. I mean, I know I haven't got to get a piece of equip, but I would prioritise more if I got Cal done. I'm trying to remember what I need here. You see, that's bad conversion. I just don't want to buy that, but they keep throwing it my way. The Mark II currency, it's better buying the right hand pieces than the left. And the shard shop currency is better buying the left than the right. Like right now, I'm only trying to buy Gear 12 right hand pieces from Mark II currency. And I'm trying to buy left hand pieces with shard shop and guild event currency. I mean, I can spend them pretty quick anyway. It's like, yeah, you know. Yeah, I have capped at some point. I don't know which account it was on, but there was a point when I was like, oh damn, I've actually got to spend some here. I think it might have been the Mark IIIs I was capping on actually, because I was holding on to them for a while. Alright, where are we now? Hey, we've got the unlock, nice. Hey, there's some nice progress drafts. You know, that's actually come on along a long way since you last told me. Or it feels like it has, anyway. Who are we working on next? I think it's... Iden, maybe? No, it wasn't. Yeah, just gotta go here. Yeah, it does take a bit of time, sadly. I mean, I feel like it's a lot better than Marvel Strike Force in that regard. Even though you don't need characters in that game at certain star levels. I never used to feel good taking a character to 5-star and thinking, right, I'm done now. You know, I did it because it was kind of the way you do it, but yeah, it was better when I used to get him to 7. The rare times I did. I think I might have got, like, I'm trying to think of the login reward, Wolverine at 7. I think it's Wolverine who was the login reward. Alright, we get 1 upgrade. Got a question for the Inquisitors before Grand Inquisitor. What can they counter? Not too much, sadly. What I would focus on very lightly is if you see Shakti clones down, Fifth Brother Lead is okay against them. I say okay because I'm not going to make bold claims that they absolutely destroy them, but Fifth Brother Lead probably had the clearest early game counter. And I say early game, Shakti's not exactly early because, you know, you've got to have farmed a bit of fleet to get there, but it's reasonably early. The weird thing with Inquisitors, they'll probably help you in Conquest more than PvP. Because there's always Empire feats. They have a quite a wide range of debuffs, so you're usually able to get some debuff feat done with them. So that is probably where they will help you. Right, so currently we've got 50% counter chance. Whoop-de-doo. Sandflies with a raid, thank you very much. Party of 13, how are we doing tonight? Brad, as you rally them, you'll probably work them into your Empire team with Vader and Palps until you get Grand Inquisitor. That's probably the way to do it. They'll get some benefits there. You're excited for GAC? Or am I? I'm looking forward to it. I hope so, feel good. And say, hopefully it's wholesome. I don't tend to bring the party down, as it were. Alright, I'm just trying to think. Think. What are we actually doing? We've done all the energy. We've got half an hour until GAC. Now that is a shocker. That was very kind of you, Sandflies. Like I say, I do try to be positive. I'm going to say I would not like to throw something negative your way. Let's say that. I feel like that would be completely against your character, or at least the bits of you I've seen. Yeah, I think if we face a 6 GL wall or worse, I might change my tune a little bit, but just a little bit. To be fair, it's doesn't tend to be like 6 GL walls now. It's usually like, well, not even 8 GL walls. It's something like they've got 4 down, but then they've got like they've got Malgus, Starkiller. I'm trying to think of the other big bads, Malgus and Treya, and all these other top tier ones that are just absolutely horrid. More like Dennis than Menace, I would suspect. Lovable rogue that people always like to follow the adventures of. It's funny, I'm saying that. I can't say I've actually seen or read Dennis the Menace, so for all I know, he's actually more of a menace than I'm playing on there. I've got that many bots around the place, there probably is one that does a bit of that.
2009.
I really find out why that echoes. Alright, let's have a look. Oh. By the way, hello there, Mike. I feel like I haven't seen you in a bit. What have we got here? Let's try and get early in the year. Match the current feel. Here we go.
2024, good luck, less than 3.
I'm going to say, I'll have to come up with one on the fly for that one. Alright, we got... Actually, what's today's date? Is it 19th? Oh, we haven't got one for the 19th. That's a shame. The closest one I've got is the 23rd of January in 2009. Star Trek legend George Takei crosses universes to guest star in an episode of The Clone Wars as an Neimoidian General Lockdurd. There we go. But yeah, that's about it, really. And as far as 2024, I would just say this is the year where the Acolyte and Skeleton Crew debut. Technically, it is a fact. Nothing in 09? I'm just thinking, are we talking about another 09 to the one I just said? I've said this plenty of times on stream. My mum got a old wives' tale into my head, the idea that if you've got an itchy nose, you're going to be vexed. And I can't help but think GAC is going to go that way now. I'm like, stop scratching. Yeah, I was going to say, it is a fact. George Takei made his, well, I don't know if it's his Star Wars debut, but he certainly appeared in the Clone Wars in 2009. I don't actually know when Skeleton Crew starts. The only thing I know about it for sure is that Jude Law's in it, which kind of feels like a fact. It's like, okay, I'd like to know more. They say it's a coming-of-age story, and I'm like, okay, more please. I mean, the Acolyte hasn't really got much going about it, as far as you just hear like little bits, nothing too drastic. I mean, arguably to be on TV, it's a bit of a downgrade for him. mean, the last thing I saw him in was the Marvels. No, sorry, not the Marvels. Captain Marvel.
1976.
Okay. Oh. I've got the Marvels in me because I do still need to watch that. You know, I'm actually curious if that's in here. It is. I'm impressed there. Alright. So, what are we on the 19th? Okay, we'll go January 1st then, alright? So, Lucas completes the fourth draft titled The Adventures of Luke Starkiller as taken from the Journal of the Wills. The draft begins with a fade-in and the intro, a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. An incredible adventure took place. I wasn't expecting that. Also, the desert planet previously known as Utapau is now Tatooine, and Ben Kenobi does not die when he confronts Darth Vader on the Death Star. Lucas continues working on his script after filming commences. So, interesting. I didn't know he was still writing it at that point. I would have thought he'd got most of it down by then. I remember I watched an episode of Legends of Tomorrow and they had the crew meeting George Lucas. That was a really fun one because it felt like they were trying to do a love letter to him. And I think there was a bit of that in his character, I think. But saying that, it is about 5 years since I saw that. Right, let's grab some of that. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that far off. I mean, it did miss the LSD bit out, but you know. No fives. I really need that. Oh, I'm not going to deny it. It's kind of tempting to hop out of the guild for a week and just go to a guild that's doing 50 shards a cam. I don't even need 50, but just that general sense of get the bugger done. It's just kind of getting me now. It's not like I even need him. I couldn't say I could even gear him up right now, so it's a bad one to even think about in that regard. It's just irritating seeing him so close and yet so far still. Not to mention it's stopped me using my farming car attack with get 3. Okay. We've still got time, that's good. I don't think I bought from the shipments last night. I didn't. Right, that topped us up a little bit. Yeah, I feel like that's been my mantra pretty much since RT came out. I'm going to say I'll just keep donating my my really good currency just to get Kiadi. Okay, we will do that in a minute, but I wouldn't mind just tweaking my defense before I forget. We're talking about Kiadi still, Smurf. Yeah, it's one of those that I definitely wish I got. It's more because I've got decent Jedi, you know. That team's just trash. But I'm actually taking this off defense. I don't know what I'm going to do with that team. I'm hoping there's a rebel that'll just lift it a little bit at some point. Flex something in your swagger roster, sure. Oh, hang on. you geared up the sharpness and the clones a couple of months ago after the new raid came out. I'm going to say, at least, yeah, it was. Well, I thought you were going to say something like Tuscans then, as far as the new raid, but I'm thinking that wouldn't make sense because they weren't needed. Interesting guild name. Okay, 13.5 mil. Wow. Am I wrong in thinking like the top account's now 14 mil? Well, the fact that I'm 10 mil, you know, that kind of, it's an indicator of what the gap is. Whew. RJT at R9, that's pretty nasty for the evasion. I can only assume stuff like this is for ROT. I mean, I can't imagine why else you would want R9 Inquisitors. I thought there might be one or two. Well, I say one or two. I thought there'd be a couple, as it were, but not that many. So, yeah, someone definitely on the high end of GP. But yeah, I'm not surprised you've got an R9 JTR. I think that'd be. Am I right in thinking you told me you got an R9 Magna? So I can imagine you've gone down that route of just working through the tanks. But yeah, this definitely feels like someone who's trying to do ROTE stuff. Bo-Katan Mandalore, we got a Spander here. I mean, granted, with an account this size, surely they're a Spander. It's definitely a big roster. I'll tell you what, I've been going down, but I think the better thing is to go up. And yeah, I know you got your R9 Dark Trooper. That one's like, I'd say public knowledge, but probably bigger than public at this rate. Okay, I'm going back to an account this size kind of line, but why rally 2 and 4 on those 3? Or 4 even? Like, surely you just take them to rally 3 or rally 5? I don't know. I'm nitpicking. Yeah, I've got to say, it's definitely one of those where I'm like, yeah, I envy it. I envy that little freedom to go for everything, as it were. I mean, you look at the bottom and they're all R7s, it's like... yeah, that's pretty rough. Wonder what the speeds are like. Yeah, it feels that way, Emit. I mean, I'm just going, like, scroll down. Zareth does this with Sarah on their podcast. Well, I don't know what you call it otherwise. But try and guess where 300 is. Because you'd expect Boss to be 300 plus. He only has 25 plus 25s. Yeah, playing the 300 game, but that's kind of made me rein it in a little bit. I mean, if he's only 25... surely he hasn't spared that many. I mean, Jawa engineered that high. And Chrysanthemum. I mean, it looks like it. From the mod point of view, you should be winning hands down. I'm not even talking about like speeds, but just the fact that knowing how you are, if you like, and what I'm seeing here, yeah, this should be hard carry just with mods. I mean, yeah, I think Hux is a solid shout. Let's have a look. Wow. Yeah, that is... I mean, what the hell is Chrysanthemum at? 299. Why the hell have you got speed on him? I I mean, you could definitely ask that for a few of these things, like, why is Joe our engineer so fast? But what is he at? 305. I wouldn't mind. Does Joe our engineer actually need to be fast? I suppose. The gain term here. But again, you wouldn't want Nest quick. She benefits more being slow. And there's no tenacity. I've just clocked that as well. 61% tenacity. Exactly. Yeah, this is just bonkers. I mean, surely Seven Sisters got... Yeah, 302. I bet that is a hell of a roster to try and do something with. I mean, just look at the Inquisitors. They're obviously going to have Raver. They haven't got Raver. I mean, that makes me feel better. I'm not going to lie. You know, it's like... I put myself down a bit for not having Raver, but man, it's like... You look at that GP, you expect Raver. Wow. Alright, I was saying earlier about fluffing people's egos. You've just done that for me, Mary J, so I appreciate that. Boy, oh boy. Exactly, you can't wail on Raver. K-Debug, how you doing, man, by the way? Just, unintentionally roasting a roster. I didn't go into this to do this, but it kind of roasts itself, which, again, I kind of feel for it, because it's like... The guy obviously puts money into the game, but he hasn't paid any attention to what he's doing. I mean, at least that's tanky, I guess. I don't know what DTMG really needs, but I'd imagine a bit of speed. I'm always wary of roasting opponents. I've had a few that pop on and lurk, and I'm like, okay. But yeah, I'm dumbstruck by that. I mean, what's he got Grievous like? Crit damage and health. Some of these really make me sad. You know what I mean? It's like, I'd love having an R8 GG. I mean, I say this, I'd love to have R for what he's got, but you look at the mods and you think, man, oh man. I mean, you've just spent all that money on Bo-Katan Mandalore and you've only got 215 speed on it. Eek. Yeah, I hope you do, Mary J. I mean, it's one of those where, as much as I wouldn't like facing an account like this in GAC, you know, it's like... Whew. The only reason I wouldn't like face it is because there's just hard blocks for me, you know what I mean? It's like you could have a no mods on layer, but put everything else down and it would block me, you know what I mean? But I'm assuming you've got all the GL, so it's like, yeah, just rip them apart. That is just mental. Quite ironic as well that I roasted him in his guild's barbecue shack. Hey. I don't think I've seen modding like that, at least in a while. Yeah. I'm going to say, Jedi Cal seems to be something a few people are waiting for, including myself. I've got DTMG, but he's not built up. If you're talking about myself, I've got... If you're talking about this, let me bring it over. Here we go. So I use a Megabot. Essentially, you feel free to do this in my server if you want. Scout GAC command. Oh, hang on, I've just realized I'm covering it. There we go. Scout GAC command. You put in the enemy ally code, so whatever that might be. So, and then you just put yours in. And yeah, it'll just come up with it. I'm actually curious if this does come up with something now. I'm probably going to just confuse a Megabot. But I would genuinely laugh if there are two... Yeah, I was going to say, I would genuinely be impressed if there were two ally codes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and vice versa. But yeah, essentially you put the codes in, it'll give you all this, and then if you click on that button... Actually saying that, that's if you've got Patreon for it. I do pay for the Patreon for it. But the free version, which one of my guildmates uses... Actually, saying that, Smurf, and you're in Hermit server, so you can have a look in a Megabot channel. It just looks like this. So, is this Raven? Yeah, go on, we'll show Ravens. So yeah, this just breaks down like what opponents use quite often. It basically just searches through SWGOH's GA history and just collates it a little bit differently. So you can see what's commonly put down, how people play against it. I find that rather interesting that Raven's opponent here apparently they tend to only place one team on each wall, is it? Surely not. I've got no idea what's been said there, if I'm being frank. But yeah, then you can see what they use on offense. I think that might be, yeah, what they face and how they get on with it. So, for instance, this guy Raven's facing struggles against Slacker. And yeah, it just gives you other stuff like mod comparisons, Omicron counts, and even gives you breakdowns for the battles. So it's a solid resource. If I just go into my files, whenever I have time, I do try and do this because it is a worthwhile venture. So this is like the Patreon version. So it's the same thing as far as all the information, it's just slightly different as far as how it's laid out. But the one advantage you do get with the spreadsheet, you can actually look into the teams. So, for instance here, you can see Bray Ben, Veteran Smuggler Chewy, Veteran Smuggler Han, Holdo. So it gives you an idea what the team is. You can see the stats. So for me out there, I'm looking right. It's a 196k health Ray. Trying to see PD. There we go. PD 10,000. So it's not like the best Ray. So you can work with that and you get an idea. Is it going to give me trouble? Do I do my normal things? Do I have to adapt? Etc. So it's pretty helpful. And like I say, I can just click on that button. It just puts all the information into this. I feel like I'm doing a little advert here for Omega, but you know, I've only spoke to Omega a few times lately, but he's the top guy whenever I have interacted with him. MJ's cooked. I say, well, am I missing something there? Let's drag this over here. That way I can keep it in my sight. Oh, hang on, saying that. Let's do what I did the other day. And I'm just going to hope they don't change teams. Oh, we're talking about the guild name. I'm with you. Okay, so let's save that. There we go. Just saves having the web browser open. But yeah, that's all a bit clearer. All right. So I'll just go here for 5. just thought, let's start a prediction. Just out of curiosity, Mary J, when are you doing your attack? Because I'd be willing to add you into this. Smurf, seal the teams in each zone, you need to pay for a megabyte. Yeah, there's definitely differences between the free tier and the paid for tier. Sorry, I'm just looking at the 2 comments there. So what I was saying to you, Mary, was I'd be willing to put you into the prediction that I'm going to have, which is essentially, will I drop any battles? Obviously up the number just to count for the 2 of us, but I'd be willing to add you in, as it were, because honestly, you could carry me. But as far as what I was saying to you, Smurfing, yeah, it's a channel point prediction. Like I say, you can't like dump them onto that website with the free tier, but you can at least get a rough idea of what they are. So if you then go onto like SWGOH, it's like, you know, you can work from there, can't you? Right. It's alright. I overcomplicated that. Don't worry about it. Where is it? We don't want that. There we go. 10 minutes, we'll run that full. There we go. It doesn't take much to for me to confuse people. Essentially, I've just set up a prediction for Mary J, well, for myself, and I was trying to say I would up the numbers essentially and include Mary J as far as that opponent was terrible. So it was just me basically just ribbing on that guy, but it was just it wasn't great. But yeah, predictions just for me. We've got how many battles we're going to drop. We've got 0 to 4, or we've got 4 or more. So if you've watched Ironsy's streams, pretty much what he does. So yeah, just chime in. And I'm actually just trying to get my chat back because for some reason the mobile app likes to confuse me. I've got no idea what I'm doing here. There we go. Didn't you tell me that because of laws in your country you're not able to? Or am I confusing that? Okay, that's a bit strange then. You'd have thought that'd be something like that, wouldn't you? Ah, okay. I'd say we'll take that. Well, that's strange. WhatsApp's open. I haven't even used that today. Ooh, I'm just trying to think what... I was just trying to think about TW, if I'm being honest. Before I started the stream, I was just doing like the TW plan for my free-to-plays guild. It's a bit of a headache, that, if I'm being frank. We've got members who... They've said they don't want to be doing stuff on offense, so trying to put teams on defense more for them. And then it's also trying to find people who are willing to do stuff on offense, essentially. So yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one. I haven't seen drafts. Like I say, I pretty much went straight from setting the instructions to starting the stream, but I'm going to assume you put down what the instructions said, so just, as always, just take it easy once you've done what the instructions said, if you like. It should only be just put 2 teams down for you. Just 2 teams, get your rewards, and that way you've got your stuff. put 2 teams in the Atbot. Put 2 teams in Atbot team and Empire and Phoenix ship team. Yeah, Phoenix are definitely... Oh, I really would like it if we could get a Phoenix wall built. Even if it is at the back, it does mean if people are going there and then they're expecting something a little weak, it might catch them off guard. The tricky bit is you really need Captain Rex in there, and there's a bit of a balance right now where we've got people who've really invested in Captain Rex, and then we've got people who've, like yourself, just building things up. So it's one where I'd like it to look good sometime in the future, but right now it's very much a starter wall. Just tried to beef it up a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to say it's one of those where if you... I mean, you've got the... Am I right in thinking you've got Ezra at Rallick, or maybe... I lose track of what you got, Draft, sorry. I do forget a little bit too easily. But yeah, essentially whatever the bot put, it was because we worked out that was the best team comp for you. Yeah, your Crex is only 4-star, so it's not ready yet. Yeah, just trying to remember what everyone's got. It's tricky. I've tried to take up a bit of responsibility with Territory Wars. It's like Kit's been in my guild in the last 18 months, and I would say back when he was in the guild, it was not something I was actively doing much about. It was like one of my fellow officers was leading it a bit more, but they've needed to step away. Well, not step away. That they are still like doing officer stuff, but essentially, I'm just picking up the baton a little bit. And yeah, it's a little bit like getting back on the bike because I haven't done territory war planning for about 4 years now. At least as far as other people have not really asked me to do much. Maybe I just chime in with an opinion. So yeah, it is a little bit amusing. Yeah, inactivity's the thing that I'm really not happy about. I mean, before territory battle starts, we're going to have to be ruthless. I'm saying that because you don't want to be too harsh to people as far as some you don't know. But for that reason, you kind of got to be harsh as well. Anyway, we'll have to take that as it happens. Anyway, I'm looking at the time. We've got under a minute until the round starts, so I'm actually going to start the compares, show you who we're facing. So, Tem in this round will be up against Broncos LA. We're about 1 million GP behind, so it's not a close encounter unlike some recently. We're 43 Zetas behind. We're 1 Omicron ahead. 46 total Rallics behind. That one ain't nice. And we're 58 Rallic 5 pluses behind, so we've got Datacron advantage, which is always nice. We've got less 6-dot mods, but we have got a lot of mods that are good by comparison. So we're definitely looking good in that regard. I'm feeling quite confident. Then when we're looking at GLs, yeah, that doesn't look too great if we're being honest. They've got every GL except for Leia, whereas I've got Jabba, JML, Rey, and a non-ult Slacker. So yeah, quite a bit of difference. And then finally, ships. We have got an advantage here, so praise SWGOH. Yeah, we have got Leviathan and they do not, so we've got one advantage. Now, before we actually see what they've done, we are going to just quickly show the wall from the previous round, because usually I do that first, and I forgot this time. So, Kayor, I think the name was. Yeah, Kayor. They actually didn't do much. They got 75 banners and hit and run, so I will take that. They beat my Tuscans. Not really happy about that. But they did hit and miss on Rey, and because we were quite banner efficient, they essentially called it, because it'd be difficult to claw it back. So I'm taking that. That was a good round for us. But let's see what Broncos is doing. Let's see if they're actually sticking to what they've done recently. So, just in case you were, I don't know, taking a nap when I was altering my defense about half an hour ago, one change from the last round. Jabba's on defense now. Nothing else really has changed. I'd like things to change, but hey ho, that's what we've got. If we go down to the south wall, again, same as last round. So we've got Sana, we've got Tuscans, we've got Dash, and we've got Rey. I really would like to alter that Rey team, maybe do some droid stuff, but if I do droid stuff, I know I need to really get Zaris. Maybe not even... I don't know, I know Zaris is good there. But I just haven't got the time to gear and Rallic and Zeta. Okay, so we're facing, we've got a Qui-Gon team. Fits the criteria as far as being a good Qui-Gon team, not one of these weird ones, so that's something to deal with. We've got Jabba with the Bouche Cron, but we've got Afra available, so that won't be a problem. We've got Lord Vader without Maul, so that is definitely nice to see. And we've got Tuscans with the Tuscan Cron, so we are going to have to be a bit careful around that. I might have even underestimated it in my planning. Let me see. Did I account for them? No, we're expecting Aura. So, we were going to do Adrad. I don't know if Adrad can still cope with it, but we'll see. Maybe we can apply a damage immunity cron. Well, not damage immunity, damage reduction cron. Maybe it'll make it a bit better for us. Yeah, Afra vs the Slug. It's definitely the highlight of the current cron sets. Especially when you consider Leia's going away soon. Well, Drogon. Okay, so South Wall, we got Adrad, we got Rey, we got Mon Mothma, and we've got Malgus. Again, let me just do a quick check. Mothma, Adrad, Malgus. We're expecting Raver. Rey was expected on the back wall. Okay. That shifted things around a little bit, but we had accounted for it. So... we'll see how that goes. I've not tried Phoenix here. Before we actually get into it, I want to just see if that is a winnable battle, or am I just sniffing glue thinking it'll work. I should have checked that during the little break we had before starting, but I did forget. Alright, so defense leads Mon. Let's just get rid of the attacking GL for that because we don't need it. Alright, honestly, if I keep doing that, it's just going to keep giving me weird and wonderful stuff, so let's go attacking lead Hera. Let's just see how she gets on. Thank you for the permission. That's the same team, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, 88 battles, 69% win rate. It's not convincing, that I must say. Yeah, it might be better trying Wampa and cleaning up with something like Phoenix if need be. Cara is always the one that worries me with Wampa. I mean, there isn't too much there that would really stop Wampa. Oh, hang on. I'm all over the place here. I'm still all over the place. Where is Wampa? Here he is. I don't know if I put health on. Yeah, we can't touch that one. We need that one. And that's very low. Although the the level 3's not that bad. Plus defense could be good. Yeah, I think we actually go for that. Because I don't need it for the troopers. Let's see. As long as we don't get one shot, we're alright. I was going to say, feel free to counter Wampa. You know, plenty of chances to counterattack, so don't be shy. This is where I really need to give him some relics at some point. Relic 3 is okay, but it's nothing compared to Relic 7. That's it, get a counter in. And we're gone. Okay, that wasn't good. Let's go here. Let's work on Ray. I could keep trying to have that mentality in my head. If you do drop a battle, move on for a minute. Don't get fixated on something. Yeah, it just really comes down to the Relic 3. I don't really like this team though, I've got to say. L3 is just going to be so annoying. Yeah, I just haven't had a moment where I can work on it. It's a kicker. Okay, let's get the Terminator train on so I can actually see what's going on. Okay, so do that to L3, just try and keep her quiet. Could Love Vader Maul beat JMK Cat? Yeah, it should. I mean, it's how I view it. It's meant to be like a... How'd you phrase it? Not rock, paper, scissors. It's meant to be a case of, yes, you can, but it's not a quick and easy battle. So, maybe go into the battle expecting a cleanup. Ooh, okay, one whirlwind. Yeah, we'll hold on to the stun cleanse. Okay. Bit of a change of pace, to be honest, not having Rage Hour training in here. Although, equally, it's a bit weird having the bats. Yeah, I mean, if you're alright with a cleanup, that might be the way to go about it then. But yeah, Love Vader should be able to do a fair amount of work against JMK. The only reason I doubt it is because of a potential timeout. But I wouldn't say it's like a guarantee. You could win. It all depends on mods and how you're getting on with it. Plus more should reduce the risk of a timeout. Wow. Right, Ben's coming back. Got ya. Alright, let's get this taunt off. You know, I've got to say, I really wish there was a way of recovering protection here. Because I feel you've got to use the Star Destroyer. Just to make sure that the ultimate doesn't wipe out Palpatine. Although granted, maybe Visas could bring him back. At least with this current Kron. Still 60 banners. Okay. Did I say I was going to gas this? Yeah. We should have some armor pen. It's a bit of a shame there isn't like a light side one. Like it's like a little bit there. So yeah, I'd rather have that one. I'm not going to use any of that. What's this track? There we go. So this one might not be too bad. I mean, it's Relic 5 on Talon and BSF. And only R7 Malgus. Essentially, it's like my team. So, you'd like to think there's an in here. Last round, we did lose a Gas versus Malgus battle, but I think it was Relics. I think the Malgus was an R9. Alright, nap time. I always find this filthy how it starts. Okay, let's go for Malik, I guess. He's a guy who likes to suck. I like that I just basically went, you have some, you have some. It was quite funny. Right, basic. And that will trigger the saviour, as it were. Ooh, yeah, they really wanted him then. Alright, I hope you two can help Gassy Baby out. Oof. Alright, Malik gone, good. Ugh, this is just horrid. Alright, I hope you can solo this gas. I don't think he's soloing this. Rex's speed, I think, is 304. Yeah, we got absolutely torn apart there. Yeah, I have my 501st modded a certain way, and I think it's just not right in that situation. .303, so one lower than I thought, but I think Arc... I've always gone for Arc to be fast, so... yeah. That's part of the issue. Arc got locked out pretty quick. I remember it. I used to do Arc fast because it was good against Sith Empire. But this is like the Revan days rather than the Malgus days, so it might need tweaking a bit. It's a shame because I actually like the plot, how it plays with that turn order, but yeah, it ain't good seeing that. Hey, that's not bad. I mean, it used to be a counter, didn't it? Well, I'll say used to be. Some people might even still be able to do 5 reverse versus Ray, but yeah, it's not something I've tried in a while. Yeah, that might have been another misplay on my side, Trouble. I mean, in my head, I'm going for Mallet because I know I can reduce his health pool. I want to say health pool. But yeah, I think the cooldown reduction could play a bigger part. Saying that, I wasn't even critting at the end. I'm curious, I know he gets a load of crit avoidance from his Omicron, but yeah, he hasn't even got a crit avoid arrow, so he's just not being critted. That sucks a bit. Alright. Well, JML was a flex toon, so we got that up our sleeve if we need it. I think I'm going to go back in with plan A here. We'll see how these get on here. And then we'll come back to Ray in a minute. I'm sorry, not Ray, Malgus. Ray's the one we've done good. Right, I'm glad we got some counters. Okay, that's game over. Might have been better from the start, that. Well, you know, not preloaded. Hey up, Maverick, how you doing? Right, we got Night Sisters. It's preloaded, as we've said, but they should be able to cope with it. Definitely a messy start. Hang on, 1, 2, 3. So if I drop one more, someone's already won a prediction as well. So those of you who went for 4 or less, cross your fingers that it's all done now. Alright, at least there's a bit of plague out there. Alright. We're having a good Friday. I'm going to say a bit early for January, but still. I'm doing alright. How are you doing, Maverick? Okay, let's just take all that lot, heal up a bit. And the only one without plague is Kyle, so let's put that there if we can. I'm trying to prioritize plague. I think it should prevent heals. But saying that, I'm pretty sure the way it works is Mon's healing up on basic, so it becomes a bit moot. Alright, Marin down. Okay. And say, please let me have a turn. Ooh. They've interrupted me turn meter train. I'm bringing them back. I know I had a discussion with Kit the other day, and it was like, don't waste abilities, but I didn't trust that. I thought we looked like we could have a bit of trouble. Oh, hang on, I didn't mean that. That was a waste of a revive. We need to get some kills. I mean, we're dying so it's charging us up, but it's still very slow progress. Alright, Daka, come on. Alright, that was good. I haven't got the army on Asajj.
There's a new scratching baby, he's ignoring, isn't he?
Sorry, Duck, I hadn't heard her.
Oh, I've texted you and I've messaged on that thing.
What's that, sorry?
I said I've messaged you and spoke to you on that thing. Did you take note then?
I haven't seen you on here.
I said, you text message.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Just before that thing.
I can't see it. Sorry, Duck.
Don't go out, baby girl.
Alright, come on. Get one in. Well, we're certainly dying a lot, but not a lot else is happening, and that was a very badly timed AoE. I mean, 7 stacks, you'd like to think that... That's the thing, the heal there, that was horrid. Zombie's not doing a lot here. Yeah, they've worked this one out. Okay. This is not good. Had I penciled in Padme? Yeah, against Dash. Alright, I'm going off this one for a minute. Let's use Maul here. But yeah, this has not been great so far. I was saying earlier about Omicrons I need to do. By the way, Asajj is one of them. I did like to say Marin, but I also need to do Asajj. We've still got Frenzy, so... Trouble is we're waiting for a special. Yeah, this is not good. Yeah, I'm not even making a dent, it's the Datacron. Damn it. Wow, I'm getting absolutely slaughtered today. I haven't got CLS down for anything, so we're just going to use that there.
Yeah?
Yeah, Duck?
Take care of me.
Sure. Go let the dog out. Be right back, folks. Hello there? Hey. My dog, she has this thing, right, where she sort of takes her time. She sniffs every blade of grass. And then I'm just a little bit bored looking away. She's already done what she needed to do, and she's just at the back of the yard looking at the fence. So yeah, little bit awkward. Alright, I'm just leaving this wall a minute. I think mistakes have been made. It is, Exo, it is. I'm out of breath, by the way. I've just run up and down stairs about 2 or 3 times. I am not very fit. So, let's get what hopefully is a banker under us. We're not talking the deal or no deal one. And it's this one. I keep saying this, I really wish they'd let us name Omicrons, Dacrons even. Just be brilliant being able to see it at sight and go, right, I want this one. I don't know what I'm going to do clean that wall up though. It doesn't feel like it's completely broken, but I'm just missing quite a few things. Yeah, in Hot Utils it's not bad. On the fly it's a bit awkward. Alright, let's put some more out. Alright, let's get the Wookiee down. Ooh, not there yet. Nearly. Looking at Scando. Alright, Scando should be gone. Alright, so we just got to hold on a minute. At these Hook Cartel, it's arguably Chrysanthemum, just for the fact that he's slow and yeah, a bit awkward. Alright, AoE. There we go, that's 2 down. Well, now it is. Hopefully we can get some good AoE damage on Jabba. If anything, we want to get him into damage immunity so that he's in there when Chrysanthemum comes out. Nearly. Okay, damage immunity there. Let's just go all in on Chris. This is the awkward thing because he comes back. Alright, we've got a resub from Arc Trooper, thank you very much.
JJ Prime sub Arc Trooper _ CT 1409.
Just poking my ears up a minute. Alright, must have been hearing things. Okay, 65. After what's been going on, that's definitely good. But yeah, I'll say it again. Thank you very much, Art Trooper. Appreciate the sub, man. Let's get the bounty hunters in here. I really wish I could give up Bam here. Actually, saying that, because it's no mole, we could probably get away with it. Put Zamacron in. Feels weird, but then it would give me the option doing the BAM team, because I kind of need it. I hope I'm not wrong. I haven't actually used BAM properly on here, you know, like a BAM team. It's a shame, because I do like it. Alright, Uno reverse, get rid of all that. Go on, you can have a stun. Or not, apparently. Let's go for Roll Guard. It's okay. To answer the question you were saying, as far as Hook Cartel, Chris Hansen's the tank, so he's the worst one to deal with. But there are solutions. Yeah, I think we just go in. Not sure what this song is. Yeah, this is Lord Vader. Well, as long as they don't kill one of them, there we go, that's alright. Just basic on Lord Vader. Uno reverse. Depends on the Lord Vader comp. I mean, this isn't a usual one. So, generally it's Lord Vader. By the time you get to him, he's usually stacking mastery and he's just a bit of a git to deal with, but we seem to be doing okay here. Grief's got to turn all those ability blocked. Ugh. Alright, taunt up. I really need Grief. There we go. There we go. 61, not perfect, but honestly, with an off-meta counter, you take it. Yeah, ships might be a problem for you early on, so that's why we try and say just keep working on your ships. Sounds a bit like we're nagging when it's more just it is the best way to get good results in GAC. Sorry, I was just mulling over in my head what the Adrad team I uses. We need rebels for... Oh, hang on. Yeah, we gotta use the Kron here, so we might need to change things. Yeah, we can't use that, so it's got to be SRP. I mean, technically, although I know you have a strong opinion to the contrary there, Art Trooper. I mean, it's like this battle. I need a good Datacron because my opponent's got a good Datacron. If there were no Datacrons, it wouldn't matter. Actually, let's stun. We'll get stunned, but... depends on what's going on with them. Right now, they've got some things that make them really relevant. They don't always, though. Okay, we'll pass that to Adrad. That's going to sting a bit of that. It would be interesting to have a Datacron 3 GAC. Okay, that was good. Don't like that though. Ooh, don't crash on me. We haven't had one in a long time now. Alright, so Adrag got stunned just as he was going to ult. Boink. And now it says the raider who likes to sip tea. What you're missing most is your ship big shield protect them. I take it you mean a tank? Early on, Biggs is kind of good. You failed Lil Vader on JMK, but Jabba turned out to be so easy. Yeah, Jabba's probably not too bad if you've got the right things for it. Have you got GG? GG can do JML, depends on the team comp for the JML. Ooh, that'd be a bit too short then. Yeah, you're gonna need Magna and B2 at Relic to stand a chance. I think my pets are roaming because the landing light keeps turning on. I'm just looking and thinking, I hope you're behaving. Alright, Anakin's going to be a bit annoyed at that. Blind is very helpful though. I don't like this team comp. Ooh, that's not good. Inflict ability block, that's not going to do a lot. Okay, we've got a chance. It's a small chance, but we've got a chance. Right, get a stun there just so he's not doing things. Okay, Kiadi takes a turn. Let's just make sure Gran doesn't die. Oof, okay. I've got to say, this team isn't putting out the damage it usually does. I don't know if I'm missing something. Maybe it's something on my side? Like the Datacron I put on? All I know is I was expecting Anakin to kill me straight out then. You know, I'd already written the obituary in my head. I'll take it. Alright, so let's deal with these. Because it's safe to say a mess has been made. Assuming you haven't got Star Killer. 5 of those can. We've said it earlier. They used to be able to do Ray, but it's a little bit of a bigger ass now. Other than that, I'm a little bit short for you. Yeah, Ray's. She kind of needs something very particular. What are we on at? Let's have a look. Yeah, it is 4+. Let's give it to your. I did miscount before. There we go. A lot of channel points down the drain there, but 9% did get the rewards. Ooh, 5 of first on defense. Yeah, there's not a lot else that can really do Ray. At least nothing that I can think of instinctively. I'm going to say double 69. I'm assuming that's how it works. I feel like I've got to use JML on Malgus. We could CLS this. I mean, the reduced damage is going to be tough to get through, but you would like to think there's enough in a CLS team to do it. And old man's up, it did catch me out with Maul. Yeah, they get a load of buffs, I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, the tenacity here is pretty annoying. I don't like that. Yeah, Chewie's dead, but I had to hit someone. It's remarkable how fast the damage output goes down when Chewie's gone as well. Alright, 41, at least we're through it. Alright, as far as Sith. I'm wondering if something like this could do something. As far as we've got an insta-kill, we've got something that is really anti-Mon Mothma. We've got a way of dealing damage ourselves. Scion's not really going to do too much there, but you just think he's part of the trio, it kind of makes sense. Ooh, Westeld, you're a brave man. I want to say congratulations and commiserations are in order, I think. Enjoy it how you can, that's what I will say. I mean, I got what I wanted in a sense out of my baby account. When I had it. Sat, can I just remind you, you were kind of carrying the team here, so please be tanky. Also, I know that this is their thing. Wow, sugar. Well, I think I'd just let them carry on a minute. I mean, Vader's probably going to die, but at least they're all in the red. Alright. I couldn't get there in time. I've got GG, yeah. I've used Wampa and it failed. It's only a Relic 3 Wampa, to be fair. I don't think I've got GG penciled in anywhere else. Let me have a look again. No, I think we can use... Saying that, it was going before Aura, and that's just... Ugh. Yeah, that's kind of how I am. I really do need it. You think BB-8? Yeah, it could help. Just get them out the gate quicker, considering what just happened. We're saying that not available. Alright, well... Let's just hope that they kill Newt. Once. When it's once, I don't mind. By the way, Mon's looking low there, so hopefully we can take advantage. Get one out. Hopefully the dominoes fall. No, don't go for B2. Alright, we've got a taunt up. Newt's gone. Alright. Just thinking how to prioritise targets now. I'm going to go for HRS just for the simple fact that that is the turn-meter train in all of this. Let's put some extortion onto Kara. Sif Duke, thank you for the follow. Hello there. Alright, I think we've got this under control. It was a good shout with GG. I completely forgot that I didn't need him. Or at least, I don't think I need him. Okay. I'm glad it did myself. So yeah, we're gonna have to use JML here. That is unfortunate. Do we need JKR? Do I need JKR? Ray was on the front, but we're expecting Raver at the back. So we've got Malgus for that. We haven't seen Dash, but we've got Padme. And potentially Aura's at the back, but something should take them out. So maybe we don't need Raven. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Try and think of the best move to go with. Let's cleanse Luke. Okay. We'll do the AoE. Oh, of course we can't do assists on Raven, do we? Let's mark him then, just make sure we can keep going for him. And I've said it before, I do the AoE, it does heal, but it reduces max health, which I think is a big thing when we're facing Malgus. Alright, we'll go for Bath. Okay, we're stuck on that, so just do that for a minute. Okay, so Raven goes, just base it. I've tried it a few times. It's alright. It's not a counter I'd like to do too often. Yeah, I didn't like that. We should get a counter here. I mean, 5 accounts, that's... I say with respect, that is crazy. Again, with respect. You know, I don't mean that like, oh, you're mad or out. It's just, it is crazy. Let's just hit there. This is the trick. I'm trying to get Revan down, but because of the lack of assists, it's hard to actually get the blows on him. Maybe focus on Talon for a minute. Because Talon's pumping turn meter. The weird thing is, we should be able to counterattack, but we're not. I don't know if I'm missing something. Maybe it's shock. Maybe not. Okay, that's not bad. I feel like he would benefit from one. It's not like he's horrendous, but it's one of those where by the late end game, you feel like you don't use him as much. It'd be interesting if he could make his leadership useful. Yeah. It is a shame. Even if they just gave him a use in TV or something. Alright, now I feel sad about that. I'm going to say I'd got Wampa. The flip side is we've got things to deal with it. I'm surprised we've got Raver on offense. I'm trying to think what we got that's got anti-turn meter. Oh, it's not anti-turn meter, insta-kills and whatnot. I'm thinking this might be a Padme one. Okay, so Iden can protect herself. It's not a great datachron. Yeah, I'm feeling really bummed about this one because Wampa would have been quite easy here. I think I might have enough to make a BAM team. One thing I feel I need to remember is I haven't got a perma kill, it's just an insta kill. Yeah, I think that was just one of them things with relic levels. Alright, we've already got the perma-kill. Sorry, the insta-kill, not perma-kill. And there's nothing there, so let's get rid of the tank. Alright, now we gotta cope with that. I know attacks out of turn aren't good, but I'm thinking as much as anything try and generate courage. Okay, I feel like we got enough now. I mean, them two shouldn't be able to kill all 5 of us. Let's put that on Padme. Ooh, nearly. Feel like they were holding out on me there. Hey up, Steve. How you doing, man? We've nearly got through what has been an awkward defense. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, I've got to say, an hour and a half travel time. That's a lot, Smurf. I mean, that's fair. If you're on the bus, it's not as bad as far as at least you're not driving. But yeah, it's sounds a bit rough. Alright, I'm going to try and two-shot this. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you know what? I might even put Biggs in instead of the tank. Let's see how fast we're dealing with. 309. That's why I missed Kara. Kara would have outsped that. 272. Although I think, now I'm saying that, Kyle probably will outspeed it. Oh, very good, Smurf. How'd you do it? Oh, you full-shotted. That's still pretty good, though. You know, I'm actually going... Let me just see, how bad is that? Because we weren't doing it for the stats, we were really doing it for that. That might be alright. Could have been better for me, but we're doing okay in general. You did CLSDR, GG Watt, and Mothma. Mothma's definitely a good cleanup. Okay, oop, my mouse is all over the place. Let's do that. There we go. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't know what's going on with my mouse. You know what, I'm going to turn my wireless one off and put my main one on. Alright, we need to get Dash under control. Come on. Okay. Not good, that. Come on, Mon. Gotta get some form of cleanse in here. Alright, Trooper down. There we go. Cleanse is kicking in. It doesn't help HRS was the one who went. Go on, do the AoE. Alright, that isn't the worst, but that is not great, to put it mildly. Yeah. Let's crash it. I was hoping to at least get someone out with that. I wouldn't mind, we were very, very close with Dash. If we could have got him, we would have won that smoothly. And it's where Kara in that team is so good, because she'll just take the first turn, remove all the enemy turn meter, and then you just blow them away. But without Kara, it's just so rough. I mean, I appreciate that, Lambs. Yeah, Kara's doing work with Sana right now, and I feel like it just kills my Mothma. But right now, I feel like I need to use my Malgus on Zori. So it's just leaving me a little bit short for Dash. Yeah, I just don't really know what I'm going to do with Dash. I might have tried BAM Team. Insta-kill. Might as well put Shock on the tank. Let's get the annoying one out. Yeah, I'm still scratching my head here thinking what we're going to do with Dash. I mean, again, maybe a BAM team could do something, but I don't know. It doesn't help, I haven't really modded with this in mind. Not on this account. It's that old chestnut, not on this account. I mean, we could do L3 just as a secondary taunt. It would make it a little bit more annoying. Plus, she cleanses allies. And we got Nest. It's not horrendous. Some nice stuff there. The trouble is I don't outspeed them. I'm pretty much 100% certain on that because I've not really remodded Queel. So we've got to soak up some damage. If we can soak up the damage, we got a chance. Alright, let's do that. Make sure Queel hangs around. Alright, see if we can get Daze. We'll do Poop Stance. Alright, that's not fun. Actually, saying that, it wasn't too bad because the cleanse. Alright, let's just try and stop you doing things. Alright, counter please, Nest. They're not Nest, L3 even. Ugh, okay, nearly. Alright, can we get him? Nearly. Come on. Right, however messy it is, we can clean this up. That's if we can't win outright. Alright, 16 stacks, that's not bad. Oh, I was hoping it was enough to take Nest out, but she basically just said nope. I mean, we've got 2.5 minutes, there's still time. Just feels a bit more rough at this point. Yeah, I'm with you there. Okay, 45. That is certainly a very messy offense. We're not really expecting much here as far as getting a win, but at least we've shown our face. Okay, Chimera. I know I'm flawless. Just not today. Sometimes you gotta give them a chance. Oh, that's what I'm going to tell myself. Alright, let's get that there. Yeah, I don't really want Anakin hitting me, but I think he's destined to. Oh well, never mind. You're gone now, Anakin. I said it the other day, this is what gets me with Negotiator. It's like, you can get Anakin out, and it's as if the AI goes, right, you may have won, but we're going to make sure that we stall so hard you wish you lost. It's just brutal how they heal, and they just try and nick every single possible banner they can get. Just want them roll over and die. Ugh. Oh, come on. I was just going to say, I thought I did enough there to generate a bonus turn. I mean, feel free to stall a bit. There we go, we can heal up, get Vader back to max. Tire bomber. Alright, 73, so 2 banners drop, that's not too bad. We can do Malia. This is kind of where this fleet wall is that I've got Profundity for a Radus. There's definitely a point when you're thinking I'm overkilling something. I think I've seen this recently. It's a little bit weird because it's like, it is obviously a very defensive fleet without Leviathan, but I don't know, I remember fighting and thinking it's probably better with Mace. Is there days everywhere, or no? We should be able to call assists. Alright, so Malchus is gone, that's a biggie. Fingers crossed the original Vulture sticks around. Okay, we're nearly there. Original's gone. And we are almost down a hyena. It'd be very perilous if that goes. Alright, we're in the danger zone. Grab your partners, folks. This is going to be a tight dance. Come on, just let me ult, man. Let me ult. Man, oh man, oh man. I swear this thing's going to end up getting a clean-up off me. I called it. It's bleeding laughable. Okay. Rebel Yal. It makes sense. It's the idea that if I'd have ulted with Malevolence, they would have ulted, so I'd have died earlier. But man, it's just brutal witnessing it. Oh, I think I hit Y-Wing then. Right, that's a good mistake to get out of the way now. You know, rather than say later with a Leviathan match. Oh, I thought I clicked on it. Can you not do that, please? just let me win. I've got another GA to do. They have no sympathy for the ults. 77. Alright, what can we pretty much guarantee cleans this up? I think we do the remaining rebels. I'm picking all of them as if that would be needed. Please don't let me down. Please. Surely 3 rebel ships can take down one B1 droid, essentially. At 10 stacks as well. There we go. Yeah, I did feel like I needed 3. Oh god, what was the banner score there? 1720. Ooh, they have already tripped though. Yeah, they tripped on Ray by the looks of it. Oh no, it was Jabba. Okay, they have tripped on Jabba. That can make things interesting. Alright, I haven't done this in a while, but what I'll do... I'm going to turn on the bot. I'm trying to think what the bot's called. Prime bot. Okay, so let's see how he gets on. We get notifications if he attacks, which he is currently. Yeah, he got through Ray. I don't know why this is playing up. I think we're having glitches. Dotty, why are you barking? Anyone think that I'm not really the strict dog daddy? Just a polite word rather than a full-on shout. Alright, so they have taken down Ray. I'm curious if they're going back for Jabba. Not yet. They might be just one and done, but I'll leave it open for a minute just in case they do something else. I feel like I'm sort of pressuring them into attacking, like, come on, come on, come on. But honestly, it's just like, while you're waiting for this load up, it's like, will you load? Like, will you attack? But nah, looks like they're not, so let's shut that down. Fingers crossed if they attack, I can actually show it. So yeah, we got Crimson up now. That's the free-to-play for those of you joining us for the first time. And yeah, to be honest, this one I think is a little less easy, which doesn't bode well considering we've had difficulties on Temen today. But we'll see how we get on. I mean, again, we have mapped out a plan, but it's going to be a little bit tricky. The biggest one for me was that we have got, well, potentially we've got Raver on defense, which we have got Treya, so it's not impossible or anything, but yeah, you just look at it and you think, okay, that's one headache. If they decide to go heavier on the GL count on defense, it could get messier. So, yeah, we definitely got to take it as we see it. Alright, we have actually got an ad break starting in 4 minutes and a bit, so I'm going to run it now, so hopefully it disrupts less of the round. There we go, it should be on ad break now. But yeah, I'm just waiting for the game load back up. I mean, I don't think they've attacked yet. The other Fowler, I mean. No, so it's pretty quiet. Maybe they've done one and done. Oh, that was great. Game was just about to open up and then BlueStacks crashed it. It's strange because I feel like ever since I installed a new version, well, I say new version of BlueStacks, it was an Android emulator rather than what is it they call it? Nougat. I feel like ever since I did that, it's been performing better. But yeah, I'm gonna say first little instance there of something not being as you'd expect. And again, it crashed. Okay, so if you're going to do that, I might as well just restart the entire thing. That reminds me, I try and think of things to talk about, even if it's mainly to myself in a way, but last night we watched Echo, and I've heard people talking about it a little bit, and I think one of the things, or one of the impressions I was getting was that it was a bit forgettable, or maybe it didn't pull people in. I can kind of get that, but what I would say, I felt like they did a good job of keeping it nice and grounded. Like, best way I could phrase it, the last TV show we had was Loki. We've obviously had the Marvels as well, which I haven't seen, but obviously I'm assuming that's got a lot of space things. So comparing all that to Echo, it really does seem like a good contrast as far as, you know what, I think we're in a good place with that. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with the likes of Daredevil when it comes out, because I know people have been very easy to lob onto the MCU of late, but I think to myself, maybe they're just sorting out a few problems they've had. You know, like, there's some shows that I know haven't landed for people. Same with Star Wars films as well, but I don't think it's been like a million miles away. It's just maybe they've done mini-series, if you like, when they could have done full-blown series. So if they can wrap their heads around that as a company, they're probably going to improve. But we'll soon see. Okay, I feel like I just spoke a bit there. So we've got Crimson. Last round, we were a bit unfortunate. We did lose, but it was by a very small margin of 4 banners. I actually did go in after the stream. I thought, can I at least knock something down and get 5 banners? No. So, yeah, that was just a big bummer. I did as much as I could. I mean, they weren't able to take down my Executor, was it? Yeah. So I did stall them. But yeah, I needed something else to hold for me, and we didn't get it. So it's a bit of a shame, but congratulations, Flotter. You obviously did well, or at least well in relation to myself. But yeah, it's a bit disappointing, I'm not going to lie. So we're looking for a bit of revenge. That's what I did on the YouTube thumbnail. I thought we want a bit of revenge because that was a very disappointing loss. So hopefully we can get that against Darth Plagueis. Plagueis. But that's the normal spelling, is it? Anyway, this is the compare. So we're 1.7 million GP behind. So just a little bit, about the same, sorry, as Temmin's today. 61 Zetas behind. We're 1 Omicron ahead. Total Relics and Relic 5 Pluses were behind in the 40s. We do have Datacron advantage, but then when you look at the mod scores, even though the 20s and 25s are only single-digit differences, we are behind on all of them. So that's the one that always worries me when we're behind stat-wise, well, mod-wise. So it's a bit concerning, that. Especially when you take into account that my opponent's got every single GL. So yeah, this could get messy. And just for finish it off, they do have Leviathan, while I do not. So this, as I've said already, could be very awkward. But let's see how we get on. Okay. So they've changed their defense. Alright, I'm just going to drag this over here, man. You know, here was me thinking, oh yeah, I'll put gas on defense. That's different. Hey, Fader, how you doing? Happy has been hotel day. I'm trying to think what that is. I'll pass on that one. Do let me know. So, recall for those of you who haven't seen it. Ewoks are on defense this round. 5 first. Qui-Gon, FOT Piomi. Then down the south, it's the same as last round. So we've got Rey, we've got Malgus, we've got Bam, and we've got Finzori. But this wall, well, these walls concern me. I'm doing good, yes. We've done time as GAC, it was a bit of a mess, so I was hoping for better here, but I don't think we're going to get it. It's a show that's been long awaited for many years now. Oh, okay. I can't say I've heard of it. I hope you enjoy it when it comes on. We got Adrad. We got Sana. Another one, by the way, I thought of, like me, of putting Hondo with Sana. Leia. Okay. Yeah, that is brutal. And Qui-Gon. Couldn't think of his name. So yeah, we can take the dash off here. Put in Leia. Oh, okay. I feel like I don't watch Prime often enough. I do need to go over there, just watch some things. It's like I want to watch The Boys, but I've just not given it any time. Okay, so we've got Raver as expected. We've got Trier for that. We've got Rey, which we've got... Ooh, saying that, I'd planned Starkiller for that, but that was kind of needed on defense. Oh, on offense, sorry. Alright, we'll see how we get on. I said I was going to do Sith Eternal there, but we might have to do JKL. And then we got Lord Vader. Alright, I think we tried the sketchy one first because we now need to see up against Leia with the saying that we need the Triumvirate. Oh man, I think that's just killed me. Yeah, I just don't think I've got enough there. That is brutal. I mean, maybe I can throw some things in with C with Watt and Armourer, maybe, just try and stall the battle, but I just don't think I've got enough now. I can't believe it didn't dawn on me. Alright, we're going to try Jedi. Let's just see if we can at least clear the south as planned. So, JKL, Hoda, Mace, Shaq. Try and think who we put in. I'll tell you what. Just because I kind of need to do this. Right, it's not technically all Jedi this, but it just kind of keeps them how I need them. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, I'm really just pitching this out as I go along here. So Empire 1 and 2, the Crucial Jedi 3, and then 4 and 5. Oh, not that. So what does that leave me? One, two, three, 4. Anakin would be on defense. I think it's just Ayla. That's rough though. We can do it, but Ayla's not going to do a lot with this. Yeah, I don't think Kron's going to do too much here. Let's just go in. Let's see how we get on. It's a Relic 5 Malgus, so it isn't as hard hitting as, say, the 110 in face today. But it doesn't mean you want that. Okay, let's do that. No worries. We could do again Basilisk, let's go that way. Ooh, who's getting sucked off? Not good. You knew someone was dead there. Okay, we're going to do a basic this turn. Ugh. Mace is gone, not good. I can't really see Bastille's health bar. She's in the red. That's something. Oh, okay, we're out of that. Okay. The whole reason that we did that was because we were going to do C, but then C was needed for Leia. The trouble is we need the Triumvirate to take down Reba. So C's working with scraps. So it's a very simple equation at this point. If these cannot beat Leia, then the GA is over. So we'll try and give them as much of a fighting chance as we can. But I can't say I'm hopeful here because I've not really heard of this counter working. Especially with Drogue and Crom. I mean, you think we've lost 2 units before we've even taken a turn. Alright, we've got to go for old Ben. Okay, what could bring one back, so we'll do that. Oh, that's just cruel, that. Before Thrawn got a turn. Go on, bring a tank in. But yeah, that quite literally felt like the AI going, right, we need to get to armor out before she does anything. I'm going to go back to it. Leia's the new GL. I respect it's the hot stuff, but man, oh man, this is just painful. More so because they can just ignore the brood. Yeah. Well, I said it. We might as well call it. I mean, 11 banners. Maybe the attack. Oh, I say maybe the attack. Maybe they didn't want to attack and they just get 10 themselves. But honestly, I just haven't got enough to win this one. So I am calling it, sadly. I don't like it though. That's 2 losses in a week on this account. So yeah, very disappointing. I just don't see the point in wasting time on it. So, with that in mind, we are going to go. Let's see if we can launch a raid. Let's see who's online. I can see Hail Hydra. I don't know who they are. Okay. I'll tell you what, let's try it. Can I say? So before we go, quick thank yous. I always try and do the thank yous. So we've had a raid from Dop22, so thank you for the raid, Dop. We've had a sub or resub from Astald, so thank you, Astald. We had a raid from Sandflies, thank you for the raid, Sandflies. And we had a sub from Art Trooper, so thank you very much. Oh, and a follow from Sif Duke. Okay, so we're back now Monday afternoon, so it'd be nice to have an afternoon stream if I'm being honest. Hopefully it brings a bit more luck. So, with that note, let's launch the raid to Hail Hydra. Alright, so hopefully I'll be seeing you on Monday. If not, we'll be back on Thursday and Friday next week. So hopefully I'll see you then. And yeah. Oh, hang on, wrong button. Bye for now, folks.